Hey guys, it's Vi. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day number 4 of my 7-day healthy eating kickstart challenge that I'm doing here on my channel. So this morning we are making overnight oats with some fruit. Now, you can't have overnight oats unless you do it the night before. So I did my oats last night and it went a little something like this. Alrighty, so I've got all of my supplies. We have 1/3 cup of rolled oats. I have in here, there are 2 teaspoons of hemp seeds. The recipe says to use chia seeds, but I figured hemp seeds are close enough. We've got 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon and a teaspoon of peanut butter. And in here, I have 1/2 cup of almond milk. This is the coconut almond milk that I've got. All of these I'm going to combine and it'll sit overnight in the fridge. Alright, now that the oats are done and it's overnight, it's time to do the rest of the prep work. So this is what we've got. We have my overnight oats that I had covered in the fridge all night long. We have those here. We have 1/2 cup of strawberries, which I'm going to have to repair. And the recipe calls for 1/2 passion fruit, but we didn't have any passion fruit at the store. So I figured, you know, a few raspberries would make up the difference. Well, it's currently snowing behind me. It may be hard to see, but it's snowing outside, guys. My husband is doing work in the house, so it's a little bit loud. He's on a work call. So I'm coming out here for a little sanctuary for just a moment to tell you about my breakfast. So it was a bit of a disappointment to me, but I wasn't surprised, if I'm honest. I'm not a huge fan of oatmeal or hot cereal in the first place. I will say it was nice that it wasn't a hot cereal, but it was cold because it had been in the fridge all night. I am the kind that puts brown sugar and cinnamon and almonds in my hot cereal, and that's how it goes every single time. It's been that way since I was a kid. It's just the way I like to eat it. I felt that these overnight oats were not very sweet. The sweetness came out with the strawberries and with the raspberries that I put in there. And I'm pretty sure that's the point, because you're not supposed to have a bunch of sweets. It's not good for you in the first place, all that sugar. So I get it. It's a good for you breakfast, but I don't know. Honestly, if it wouldn't have been for the fruit that was put in there, it would have been kind of hard for me to more or less choke it down because I don't like oatmeal, and it was kind of a bland tasting oatmeal, if I'm honest. So it looked okay, it was pretty, it was easy. Oh my gosh, it was easy. I put a few things together last night, left it in the fridge, woke up, I was able just to slice up some strawberries and throw in some raspberries, and boom, done for breakfast. So that part of the overnight oats was amazing because it took next to no skill whatsoever, and I had breakfast like that. So that's a bonus. I know it was really good for me. I am full. I'm not overly full. For the first time since I started doing this challenge, I'm not overly full after having one of their meals. So I don't know exactly what that says, but there you have it, my friends. I didn't care for it, but I didn't really expect to. Alrighty, my friends, it is lunchtime. On the menu is a sardine bruschetta with kale slaw. I'm making quite a few different changes. There's not that many ingredients, but the ingredients that are there, I am changing a little bit. So I'm gonna go get everything and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. All right, so I have all my supplies. I have 1 sandwich thin, which I'm going to be toasting. I have 1 small tomato. I have 1 cup of that broccoli slaw that I was using yesterday. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice in here. and a can of tuna fish. This is the Wild Planet albacore wild tuna in water, and I'm going to use about a half a can of that. Well, as you can probably see behind me, most of my snow is not there anymore. It's all melted off. It's a nice sunny day right now. It's still cold. Anyways, I just finished my lunch, and so I have to tell you about my findings about lunch. So as far as flavor goes, we're good on flavor. The only thing that was seasonings was lemon juice, and then in the recipe it said to season with salt and pepper, so I put a little bit of salt and pepper in there. So the seasonings themselves were pretty good. I'm a huge fan now of the coleslaw, the broccoli slaw that I used with the tomatoes. Oh my gosh, guys, tomatoes with that broccoli slaw was amazing. The toast underneath was a great compliment, and a little bit, it was all pretty good, I'll say that, but it was a very messy sandwich. So open face sandwiches typically are messy anyways, so I had a fork ready and everything, but it was still really messy. So I think if I had found a different way to get that combination of foods together instead of in an open face sandwich, I think I would have enjoyed it more. So I think if I would have made a salad of it and then just had the bread on the side, I think I would have enjoyed this better. I think I'm going to give it about a 6. It had some good flavors, but I wasn't overly thrilled about it. It wasn't my favorite thing to eat, especially if I compare it to some of the other lunches that I've had in the 7-day Healthy Eating Kickstart challenge that I've given myself here. Some of the lunches that they've provided the recipes for, I have found those so much better than what I had today. But today was still pretty good. I'm not going to say it was a fail, even though both the breakfast and the lunch I wasn't a fan of. There were aspects of it that I did enjoy, and I, once again, do not feel stuffed. I feel full. Now, this could be a combination of a couple things. I'm thinking, this is my theory as far as that goes. I think that because I'm not used to being on a schedule, not eating breakfast for one, and I'm not used to being on a lunchtime schedule where I eat approximately the same time every day. I think because now I have a solid breakfast and a solid lunch, I don't know, maybe my stomach's expanded a little bit and it's, I don't know, I'm not as stuffed. Like, I feel full, but I'm not overly uncomfortably full. So that's a good thing as far as I'm concerned, and I think that it's because I'm finally eating at the times and the amounts that I probably should be eating in the first place. Anyways, guys, that was my day number 4 of my 7-day Healthy Eating Kickstart challenge that I'm giving myself here on the channel. If you're interested in any of the recipes that I've talked about now, or that I talk about in the future, or that I've already talked about, you can hit those up at taste.com.au for all the recipes and for the 7-day meal plans in their entirety. So that's my day 4. I will see you guys all again, hopefully for day number 5. I can't believe that I'm over the hump now. We're more than halfway done. Anyways, guys, go out there and be a pineapple. Stand up tall, wear a crown, be sweet on the inside. Eat healthy, my friends. Bye!